boys, thanks for tuning in. This is Dane Scott from Dane Scott's Truckers Lounge. On our way today to hunt down a couple Crackerboxes. Call me the Crackerbox Hunter or the Crackerbox Whisperer, whatever you want. We're going to track down two of these puppies and share them with you. Okay, we're real close to where they hang out. Let's be very quiet so I can sneak up on them. The very rare Crackerboxes, two of them. Yeah, I know they're here somewhere, because this is where it's said that they hang out. Somewhere in this area. Uh-oh, I think I see them. Shh, be very quiet. We'll sneak up on them. We'll sneak up very carefully. So we're here with Bob Parmenter and his 68 Crackerbox, and Herman Miller with his as well, 68. Both these trucks have a history together. Herman's dad ran this one and Bob ran his. So Bob, you were trucking before this truck, correct?
Truthfully, I was never an official truck driver. I was a mechanic.
Oh, okay.
But when this one ended up in the junkyard, I said, it can't be. It's too nice a truck.
Right, right. They brought it in for junk.
They brought it in to sell and part it out.
Oh my goodness.
I remember this story. He went to West Point Truck Center to get some parts, saw it, and there was already some wheels off. He said, "What's the story in the Crackerbox?" And he said, "Don't touch it, I'll be back with cash."
Yeah.
So
well,
he saved.
They're fast enough, right?
That's right. They had already stole the V8 in one, which I hunted years before I finally found one of those.
And of course, these are both V8 trucks,
Yep.
8V71s, correct?
Yep.
They're both the same.
So,
other than mine has a 13-speed in it.
Okay.
But originally, the door sticker's still on there. It had a 4x4 from the factory.
Okay.
Well, somebody along the way changed.
Sure.
We don't know that.
So you don't know a lot of history before you had it, or?
Just a couple of guys before me. Two guys before me did a lot of work on it. I heard that.
Okay.
They said it wasn't in too good a shape.
And you've had this for how long, Bob?
I don't know, 10 years.
About 10 years.
At least that long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember seeing it when I first started. I got my first truck, hobby truck, 2013. I started going to shows in 2014. I remember seeing you there. Matter of fact, both trucks. I remember seeing your dad.
Yep.
With this
Yep.
one. Yeah.
And it's pretty much still the original green and as it was from the factory.
Yeah, that's the color that most of these
They were all
These old guys got.
green. They were all green inside. Yeah.
all business.
And originally, it didn't have power steering either, which I was lucky to find.
Oh, so you retrofitted it with?
Oh boy, what a difference!
Yeah, trust me.
It's like driving
my
a-
Pete
it's
doesn't
like-
have power steering.
It's like driving a car now. It's so nice.
That first truck that I bought, that was a 72 white 7400 series cab over, and I bought it from a farmer, and he had retrofitted a Peterbilt power steering on it.
Oh, okay.
So that was nice. I was spoiled, and then I got this 74 352 Pete, and it does not have power steering. So I hear what you're saying. So what's your?
First I got acquainted with this thing. The guy owned it, brought it up, and we changed the exhaust, put up overhead exhaust, put the outside fire air cleaner on it, and we put the heater over there to keep the engine warm in the winter time.
Right. So do you just show the truck? Do you use it for anything, or the combination of both? Or?
Just showing it,
Yeah, just showing.
playing with it.
That's right. They're a toy. It's funny when you tell somebody, "Oh, what do you do with that truck?" It's just a toy. What?
That's right. That's all it is.
What about the rears on this? What do you got going?
It's the original rear end came in the factory. I forget the ratio. And this is a new way tag axle.
Oh, it is a tag. Okay.
Yeah.
It's like Herman's.
Yeah, same as that one. Except maybe he's got a longer frame. I'm not sure of that.
I think a little bit.
As it
Close.
looks, it is, but I'm not sure if you guys are part even. Yeah, these are just amazing because they're a survivor truck. Anytime, at least with me, anytime I see one, I'm in awe because I drilled over them as a kid.
And this one got ordered with a really
Yeah, I've heard the stories about these in the Emeryvilles. Guys just freezing their toes right off.
Yeah, so again, kind of to connect Bob's truck and this truck, they were acquainted and friends way back from some, truck repair garage stuff, in the somewhere in the late, I think early 70s. I think it's been longer than Bob remembers. To be honest with you, it's been.
Both were sold down at Midway Motors.
Yeah.
Which is where?
New Waterford, Ohio, just about south of here where we live.
Okay.
The one owner of this, Jay Pitts, was a guy that trucked about the same era my dad did. So they're both 68s. We know them to be within 100 serial numbers of each other. Very similar in setup. Both that V8, 8V71.
Yeah.
Like you said, this transmission and drivetrain was a little different from the factory. This one here is 8V71. It's got a 15 speed with a, you know, it's 5 deep reduction, so 10 on the road.
Right.
But it is a single screw with a tag, New Way tag from the factory. It was on 22-inch rubber when he got it, and because we had so much 20s, my dad changed the hubs and made them 20s because that's what he had.
Yeah.
So he just went with it. But it's...
and we're talking, your dad was a steel hauler here with this
Yep.
truck.
Hauled steel, Youngstown, Warren, Massillon, Cleveland, Wheeling, you know, we're in all the, you know, the kind of northeastern Ohio and into western PA.
Yeah. Of course, the steel mills are all in Youngstown, so that
lot in the Youngstown, Warren area. Yeah, this one is a factory power steering unit. As far as that goes for 68, that was a video you mentioned about the nice having that feature of power steering.
Yeah.
Because these don't turn easy by any means without it.
No.
But this does have a factory power steering. The pump that's on it is retrofitted because it's not on the back. I think Bob's is on the back. This one we put one on because the pump went bad, but we retro one up on top, so it's underneath the cab. But all the unit and the assist cylinder and whatever is all factory setup.
Let's take a look
Yeah,
inside here.
so we'll take a look here.
This is nice. You said your dad had a buddy that was a carpenter?
My dad had a brother of a brother-in-law
Okay.
who had a carpet shop, and he said, hey, let me do a little bit of, you know, some interior work for you. It's like that. Truck was redone about 8 years ago to this current state as far as paint job and interior work and that sort of thing. And then I've been doing some of the, I guess, dressing up. I put the full fenders on last summer when we couldn't go to shows.
Okay.
I put the 5-inch stainless stacks on it last summer. Added the LEDs in the back to make it a little bit more visible across the back. But
yeah, most cracker boxes aren't like this.
no, that's what everybody says. They said it looks better inside than it did when it came off the floor
Yeah.
at the showroom. But yeah, you can see it does not have the factory heating unit in the console that would have always been there. Bob actually is the engineer of the school bus heater. Works just right. It's just the right width. It slides right into the console
does.
and makes a much bigger unit to create some heat. So they put that in years ago. But yeah, Bob and my dad got this truck in Zelia, Opal, Pennsylvania from the first owner. But it was sitting outside a garage, and I don't know any particular reason why it was sitting there. Just it wasn't running. It was just kind of sitting. They went one afternoon and worked. Bob's great at that. Tinkered for an afternoon. Said, "Oh no, it'll run." Started it up and drove it home. And my dad started hauling steel with it. That's pretty much how that went.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just it was sitting outside of somebody's garage in Zelia, Opal, and it got pulled back into service from there. Now it hasn't hauled any steel for probably better part of 20 years. It was sitting on our farm, and we had people ask about it all the time. But
open this
yeah,
here?
sure, yeah, go right ahead. But it sat for a while, not refinished, and people asking about it, and then finally my dad decided, at least he got a couple years for it. He's been gone now 6 years this fall, but he got a little time to see it
Enjoy
this,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
and drive it to some shows and stuff. So it's been good.
Yeah, and that's what it's about. It's that connection with fathers and grandfathers.
Yeah,
and
and
family friends. With me, it was family friends.
Similar question you asked Bob. I mean, the truck isn't really working. We have a good place to store it. We're storing it. You know, by profession, I'm by no means a truck driver. I learned from somebody who knows how to drive a truck.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
you know, I enjoy driving it. You know, we run it to shows as far as like Ashland and stuff like that. I haven't really taken it more than about 2.5 hours, but you know, it'll get out there and move along all right.
Okay, Bob, this is a special award from the Antique Truck Historical Society they gave you. And what's that for?
I had at least 50 years as a mechanic, which I've had probably a few more years than that. But
Oh, yeah. So 50's the ones they caught, right?
yeah. Yes, sir.
Very nice. So, I'm back home at the Truckers Lounge after a long, hard day of chasing cracker boxes. I want to say we really appreciate Bob Parmenter and Herman Miller for showing me their trucks. Hope you enjoyed it as well. And I also want to take some time to thank all you new subscribers, because a lot of you are coming on board, and that kind of proves to me that you guys like the old school trucking stuff, all the old trucks, the drivers that made them famous, building the backbone of America, all the memorabilia, the old truck stops, anything that made trucking great. That's what I enjoy, and I think you guys enjoy it too. So if you haven't already, hit the like button for the video if you would, and subscribe, and then hit that bell, because that'll inform you when I put out a new video. So until next time and the next adventure, you keep the hammer down, but keep it safe.